Peace and love. Welcome to Cooking with Aim, where I show you how to recreate your favorite dishes but plant-based style. So if anyone has ever told you that plant-based is boring, it's disgusting, or it's expensive, send them to my channel so they can learn from the best. I am going to show you today how to make a Philly cheese steak. I don't like to call plant-based items steak, but for the sake of it, that's what we're making. Let's get into this delicious Philly cheese steak, homemade waffle fries, and Sriracha Aioli. How many of you love Philly cheese steak? So we're going to go ahead and get started on our waffle fries. I'm using this tool that I purchased from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. While you're on Amazon, make sure to pick up a copy or two of my cookbook, 35 Days, 35 Ways, Delicious Recipes for the Vegan Lifestyle. The Sriracha Aioli recipe is in it, along with other dishes that you will absolutely love. So we're going to go ahead and drop our fries into the grease, and we're going to start working on our vegetables for our Philly cheesesteak. So I'm using an orange pepper, a red pepper, and an onion. Voila, they're all chopped up along with my other ingredients. I'm also using some garlic in the back. Those are diced chives, jalapeños that are sliced, along with some cilantro, and I'll show you what the cilantro is going to be used for soon. These are the Unreal deli slices that I use for my Philly cheesesteak. Look at how real it looks. I marinated them overnight in some liquid smoke, liquid amino, and some seasonings. So here are my basic seasonings from the pantry, the ones that I always use. So whatever you use to season your meat, you're going to use to season any items that you cook, your mushrooms, your tofu if you eat it. Just basically cook it the same way that you would any other dish. I'm using thyme here with the mushrooms because thyme evaporates the moisture from the mushroom so that they will cook firmer and they'll have a more meaty texture. That's definitely optional, but I don't want all of that moisture in my mushrooms, so I use the thyme to serve that purpose, and it works well. So here I'm gonna go ahead and add my peppers that we cut up. Y'all know my motto, I do not measure, I let the spirit guide me. I suggest you do the same, and if the spirit leads you astray, well, meditate, my loves. If you can be in this kitchen with me, you would definitely not think that I was cooking anything plant-based. So I'm gonna go ahead and add our Unreal slices. You see how it starts to break up really, really well, just like a real Philly cheesesteak. That's what I loved so much about these slices. It was so amazing. So here we're just gonna go ahead and add it to the pan, just like in a traditional setting. Everything is basically added on the griddle. I'm adding my garlic here, which I should have added earlier, but I totally forgot. So totally up to you. It's not going to change the cooking method. Here we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. This is the brand that I'm using. You can use any brand, any flavor. This brand melts really, really well, so I like to use it. I'm covering it with the lid. Also, if the cheese does not start to melt, add a little bit of water or either vegetable broth to your pan. That will bring some evaporation and the cheese will melt really, really well. So here I'm just basically buttering up my hoagie roll. You can use whatever type of bread you want, sandwich bread, hoagie roll, tortilla, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and butter that, let it brown, and then we are going to start on our homemade Sriracha Aioli. While our bread is browning, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up our Sriracha Aioli. So I am adding some cilantro. You can use parsley, either or works fine. The remaining garlic is also going to go in there. So you just need some mayo, some onion powder, some garlic powder, smoked paprika, regular paprika, sriracha, your milk, and a lemon or lime. Or you can also get the cookbook, 35 Days, 35 Ways, Delicious Recipes for the Vegan Lifestyle. The recipe is in the cookbook. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that up, and then we're going to put this in a sandwich bag. I did not feel like using a piping bag. If you have one, absolutely fine. This works perfect for me. I did want my sauce to be a little bit thicker. I added too much of something, I don't know. So just add more mayo if your sauce becomes too loose to thicken that up, and add less milk or less lemon or lime juice. Look at this Philly cheesesteak, y'all. Y'all see how that cheese melted? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and build our sandwich. My bread, I kind of burned, but it's okay. I got distracted and started doing multitasking and forgot about it. So my lettuce was already pre-cut along with my tomatoes, and now we're gonna go ahead and drizzle these sauces on top of the sandwich. The cheese sauce is basically just some milk, some veggie broth, nutritional yeast, some garlic, and then a whole bunch of seasonings. And now let's get into this Philly cheese steak. Doesn't it look so good, y'all? And it was so good. I didn't even get to record myself eating it. As soon as I finished filming this content, I was so ready to eat. It smelled so good in my kitchen. Oh my goodness. Now, aside from the bread being a little over toasted, everything else was perfect. I added some chives on top for color, and I also sliced my jalapeños a little bit thinner because I'm not a fan of spicy, but obviously you can add more jalapeños if you want. You see that Sriracha Aioli over there, those homemade waffle fries. And I did this in probably like 30 minutes, maybe, probably less than that. I really was not timing myself. I should have, but this is something that's really quick and easy. You just want to definitely make sure that you marinate your unrolled slices prior, and that you make your Sriracha Aioli prior. So if anyone still thinks that plant-based is boring, disgusting, or expensive, send them to my channel, Cooking with Eimi, so I can show them and you how to recreate your favorite dishes the plant-based way, of course. What do you all think? Is this something that you think you would make at home? Let me know in the comments.